Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Lulu, and this is the presentation that goes along with the Own Your Own Power program. And this is going to be how we are able to tap in to the power of mindfulness in relationship to meditation to really help create our own power. And power is all about abundance in every aspect of our life. So let's get started. So as you might already know, I love working with meditation and mindfulness. And mindfulness is a way to really be present in the body, to really hone in on all experiences within the body, to understand how our body is communicating with us and how we can communicate with our body and create abundance. So you focus on what you're doing or thinking at this moment in time without worrying about the future or the past, but just what's in the moment. And mindfulness can be used for many things, right? We can use it for creating energy. We can use it for losing weight. We can use it for manifestation. We can use it for work, for focus, for creating love, for sexual energy. There's so many things we can use mindfulness meditation for. And it's really important for all aspects of your body, emotionally and physically and spiritually as well. So one specific method of being more mindful is through meditation. And the two things combine to allow you to be happier, right? More fulfilled and more balanced, right? We're always looking for that balance, that synergy in our relationship with ourself. So here are some things that are a really amazing thing about mindfulness meditation. Okay, so what is mindfulness meditation anyway? What does that even mean, Dr. Lulu? So first of all, it can help you to learn a little bit more about what mindfulness meditation is and how it can help you. So the following slides are really going to help us to tune into what that really means, to help us gain insight, to help us use mindfulness meditation in a way that really supports us. So mindfulness meditation is many different things, right, to many different people. So we're going to kind of hone in on what it means to us to really help tap into the source of mindfulness meditation for us to get the most benefit, the most bang for the buck, so to speak. So you know that mindfulness is a way of being, right? When that term is used, it's about like that integrating that whole piece of mindfulness or mindset. It's a way of being, thinking, and living in the moment, in the present moment. If you're eating a meal, being mindful about what you're eating. If you're focused on a task, being mindful of that task. Focusing only on what you're eating, focusing only on like the textures, the flavors, the sensations, right? When we're mindful, it allows all aspects of our body, all senses to be turned on. So you aren't watching TV or thinking about a budgeting meeting, right? When you're eating, you're focusing on that meal, being in the moment. This practice can be used with meditation. So mindfulness is not easy to pick up right away. It can take a little practice, but it's easy when you start to have the steps to make it easy, especially during a busy day, right? If you're like, oh my gosh, how am I ever going to have time to meditate? How am I going to bring this mindfulness into my daily practice? I'm so busy, right? That's a negative thought pattern, and stressful situations can bring up negative thought patterns that creep into the mind constantly. So basically we want to tune in and turn down that volume. This is why practicing meditation can be so beneficial. So how do we even start meditating anyway, right? So many people ask me about this. How do I start? I don't even know where to begin, right? So instead of trying to stress yourself out, right, when it comes to both mindfulness and meditation, bringing them together, just start slow. Start with the basic meditating. Find yourself a quiet space where you can really focus on the meditation itself. And this can be anywhere. Where's your quiet space? Find that quiet space for yourself. I create my own space in my office, which is a quiet space for me. But maybe for you, it's your bedroom at night before you go to bed, or in the shower, or if you're going for a walk. What is that space that you're going to create of quiet and peace for yourself for meditation? And if you can do it at home, where you can sit comfortably with your eyes closed, this can be really helpful and beneficial, because you know what? creating a space outside is great, but it can change, right? Because our environment changes all the time. So just be aware of that if you're creating an outside space. So start your meditation by focusing on your breathing, your breath work, and only thinking about the breathing. And it's great to do some counting. And I'll have this in some of the other guided meditations or some of the guided meditations that go with this workshop. So you can really tune in to what that means to you for counting and use the counting as a way to go deeper. So focus on taking in each breath and letting it out. And first of all, we want to do this without any counting, really, just tuning into our breath. So think about your lungs, and next, not about your next meal or all the appointments you have next week. This simple act will help you to retrain your mind. So just focusing on the breathing in and out. And this is the essence of meditation and mindfulness. So using mindfulness with meditation, how do we do that? So now that you have the good introduction to the meditation piece, you want to start bringing in the mindfulness component. And once you get used to sitting quietly, that's like step number 1, and trying to clear your mind of all those nagging thoughts and only think about your breathing. And you can start bringing in the mindfulness piece. Now, when it comes to creating the space of really tuning out the outside thoughts, really pick a time for you that allows you to do that. For me, it's the beginning of the day, my first thing in the morning, not when you have, don't check your email, don't turn on your phone, all those pieces. You really want to start that meditation first before anything else comes into play. That way you can really tune in and be in the present moment. And this is when you're only concerned with the present moment. Once you have the breathing, write down the in, the out, and focusing on that breath work, choose just one thought to focus on. And only one thing happening in this current moment, this present moment in time. And this is a great introduction into how mindfulness meditation works. So what are some of the benefits of mindfulness meditation? Look at all of these amazing things. And this is one of the reasons why I love meditation. So it helps with stress reduction. It improves memory, better focus and concentration, lowers blood pressure, and weight loss. Amazing, right? These are things that when we practice daily meditation, all of these come into play, just like the pieces of a puzzle. So how can we tap into a future success when it comes to mindfulness and meditation? So finally, all of these benefits that I just talked about from the slide before, this slide here, the benefits of mindfulness meditation, these help to create the grid of our future. So you become more successful by being less stressed and more focused on the task at hand. You stop trying to multitask and become a unitasker, which really does wonders for you. So all the things you learn through mindfulness meditation help us in the future. So how do we start doing mindfulness meditation? So where to meditate is step number 1. So as I mentioned before in the previous section, you want to start by choosing the right place for your meditation. Choosing the place and schedule a time of the day when nobody else is home or when you have a few distractions. Wait until the kids, for example, are at school or your partner is asleep or your kids are asleep. Your significant other is otherwise engaged, and let the dog sit outside for a bit, right? All those distractions. Every little distraction from a knock at the door to a cell phone ringing is going to break you out of your meditation. That's why I recommend doing it as soon as you get up in the morning. And you only need about 15 minutes to start with. Now, you can do even less than that if that's too daunting. Start with 5. Start with 1, right? Just want to start at the beginning. For now, try to choose a place in your house where you can sit quietly and close your eyes. That's really important because you want to tune out the environment. Eventually, meditation can be anywhere, right? It can be even if you're walking, relaxing, from driving to work to going for a walk or a hike to riding your bike to doing yoga. It can be that meditation practice, that mindfulness piece any moment of the day. However, right now, I really want you to focus on that practice piece with your eyes closed in a nice quiet place like your bedroom, living room, or patio, or office, anything that feels comfortable and quiet and peaceful. So you want to sit in that location with your eyes closed and in a relaxing position. And it should be a position where you will not be fidgeting a lot or moving around constantly, but keeping your back nice and straight and your hands relaxed. So what do we want to focus on during our meditation? So once you've gotten into the right position, you can start with your mindfulness meditation. This is the piece I was talking about in the previous slides. So traditional meditation calls for clearing your mind completely so that it is a good first step. And you want to focus on your breathing first to clear your mind of all distractions, stressful situations, plans, and schedules. Put away your to-do list and watch your negative feelings and thoughts float away. And once you're only thinking about breathing, your mind is clear and you can start the mindfulness portion. So, oops. There we go. This is when you're focusing on just one thing, one thought, one scenario. You are being mindful about the present. So it can be as simple as thinking about the act of meditation or a scent in the air. Use your essential oils, right? What you focus on is not as important as the act of meditation to really relax your body and mind. So find a singular object. It can also help to focus on a single object with your eyes opened or closed. In the beginning, I really suggest doing this as a eyes closed practice. If you want to close your eyes, get an object that's simple to hold in your hands, right? So something that's familiar. This can be anything that's small and easy to feel in your hands. You are going to close your eyes with this object, touching its details and curves, focusing on the sensations, the shape and size, and not on any other thoughts that try to creep in. So it could be a rock, it could be anything really. I like to use a crystal because it helps then to attract that crystal meditation, like this rose quartz here. You're tuning into that piece of the energy of the rose quartz. You can also choose a visual object, so if you want to keep your eyes open, such as focusing on a painting on a wall or placing an object in front of you, like a crystal, and focusing on that. Look at the colors, the textures, and designs of that object. And what you're doing is training your mind to release all other thoughts and focus on one singular thing. Now, the key is here to be very patient with yourself. Remember, always patience is key, patience and gratitude. Both mindfulness and meditation will take practice, right? It's not going to be like snap the fingers and boom, you're doing like this amazing meditation. But that's not true, or that's also, you might be able to get tap into it. So don't set any expectations for yourself either way, right? People need time to get used to clearing their minds and having a singular focus. So you've lived all these years trying to multitask. Now we want a singular task to do everything in that singular moment. Be in the moment, be in the present, right? Letting everything go, all of our tasks, all of our to-do lists, and just taking the time to relax, be in the moment, be patient, and be grateful. So how to incorporate essential oils into meditation. These are some of my favorite ones I love to use in meditation. Lavender, lemon, peppermint, and rose. These are really fabulous ones to bring into your meditation. Lavender is very relaxing. Lemon is kind of energizing. It's going to go help open your brain right to that clarification, clarity point. Peppermint, again, energizing. It'll help open up those nasal passages right to the brain. Rosemary is also good for that. And rose, very opening up the heart center. So when we want to have the sympathetic system to be engaging the parasympathetic, resting and digesting. We want the brain to be open the senses, engage our third eye. We want the peppermint to open the passageways to the brain, the nasal passages, and the rose to open up the heart. So those are some of my key pieces to really engaging your mind in a new place with meditation and mindfulness. Now, during the Own Your Own Power program, I'm going to have a series of 6 meditations to really help you tune into different aspects of your body throughout over the next 21 days. So this is a great way, and also there'll also be another PowerPoint as well. So really come back to this one if you need to practice some of those pieces of mindfulness and meditation, but dive into those meditation pieces. They're nice and short, and they're going to really help you to start engaging yourself in that meditative process, in the mindfulness component each and every day. So thanks again for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.